Today is a bit of a different one. We are specifically talking about heat. Now, we sent out a question a little while ago in one of the other videos asking what did you guys want to see a full in-depth review or more information around, and it was this, the sauna. So we are going to do that today. We are going to go over all the specs, all the little design features that I went through in terms of choosing this sauna, the way we set it up, the way it is designed, and the way it overall works. Now, it's perfect timing today because we are about to finish off the final thing, which is the lighting. I've just been up in the ceiling wiring up the LED drivers and everything. It's really hot up there. So first, before we get started, I'm going to jump in the cryo and then we'll get into it. That's much better. Now, if you're seeing in social media and on some of my YouTube videos, I normally use this prior to getting into my workout, but quite often we'll use this during the middle of the day, at night as well. We've even got customers that use this if you're going out to an event. One I was speaking to the other day jumped in this in his suit before he went to an event because he was really hot. So, you know, not all recovery, but it's a really good way to kind of bring that core body temp down. That helps the body reserve more energy throughout the day or the evening. So let's get back into the sauna build. So we have everything now. These are the last things we need, the LED strip. The only thing we don't have is the clips to hold that in. So we're going to take a quick shoot out in a minute in the Porsche into town and grab some clips for those. That's the last part that we can install those and then we are done. But let's go over some of the things that I designed in the sauna, why I designed it, and some of the things that you might want to consider if you are building a traditional or possibly even infrared sauna. Now, first thing, super important, the height of the sauna. So this is 2.4, which is a little on the high side. Now let me show you why we made it a little bit higher. Now, the only reason why we made that higher was my OCD. So if you look at this, we have this door height, we have this door height, we have the cryo door height, and then this bulkhead. So, as much as I wanted to make the sauna slightly lower to make it more efficient and to kind of keep in with the traditional sauna design, we made it a little bit higher, but we offset that. So we made this bench a little bit higher. So if you can see this, where I am sitting, I'm almost at the ceiling level, so obviously hot air rises, so all the heat is sitting up in this pocket. The next thing is we put the sensor here, right where kind of the bulk of your shoulders is sitting. Now that is set at 85 degrees Celsius, so roughly where your core is 75 degrees Celsius, which is what most of the research is showing, around that 75 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. One other design feature we did with the sauna was with the glass window or the glass door here, we put a small 5mm gap around the whole door to kind of create a ventilation flow through under the door, past the heater, past the sensor, and then down the end here, we have our vent. So the vent's in here, so it means the kind of airflow coming through comes through past the heater and blows it kind of back towards the back of the sauna. Now, I've been in a lot of saunas and I must say this is very, very even in terms of the heat. Yes, it is a little bit hotter if you sit up by the heater, but in terms of overall heat, even if you're open and closing the door, it is very even throughout the sauna, which makes it for a great sauna session. One other thing, the sauna heater, now you can see this unit here, which is a bit of an overkill for the sauna, but it is much bigger in terms of spec and power because we sauna as a family, and my boys 5 and 7 come and go from the sauna quite frequently. So when they are opening the door, we didn't want too much fluctuation in heat, so we put a bigger heater in there. One other design feature I put into the sauna was this bottom platform. Once again, for my boys, when they come in here, they'll sit up the top here for a few minutes, and You know, a sauna is a community space. It's a family space. So it's not just the health benefits, but the social element as well. So we wanted to be able to sauna as a family. Obviously, a lot of kids won't be able to handle the heat for too long. So we wanted to create these kind of 3 different tiers. So they normally start up here, they chill out for a bit, gets too hot, they kind of lie down on here or sit on here. And then if it gets too hot, they will just sit on the floor until we finish around that kind of 20-25 minute mark. Now the wood itself isn't too out of the ordinary. It's just cedar, plain old cedar. Smells good, lasts the test of time. So we've gone cedar throughout the sauna. The floor is something different that I wanted to do. Now this floor is a stone imported from Australia, and it just looks really nice, but it also retains a lot of heat. So if you are building a sauna, I would recommend a stone floor, because this sauna can be turned off and about 3 hours later, it's still pretty warm in here. So the heat retention in the sauna with the insulation that we did with the stone flooring, it retains heat really well. Now, one other feature that we've built into the sauna is this glass door. Now, most of the time you really want a insulated door so you're not losing too much heat. But obviously with the aesthetic, with the cryo next to it, we had no choice. It had to be a glass door. So we put this brass handle to match the bathroom here, and then I just built a wooden handle for the inside so it doesn't get too hot. Brushed brass hinges, and then that is the glass door side of things done. So you can see that 5mm gap that we've brought in around the glass door, which also allows it to open and close, but creates a good flow of air past the sauna heater and then down through to the vent at the back. Now with the heater and the control, we didn't get too technical. We went with a unit that we've used in the past, a Sauna heater, and it's just a good unit, not too fancy. Simple touchpad up here, so you got on, off, and then your lighting through here. You can put it on a timer. We can have wireless control, all of that. So nothing too special, just works really well and pumps out the heat, which is exactly what you need. So the last little thing we have to do is install this. So we're gonna jump in my favorite Erin's vehicle, and we're gonna go get some clips, come back, install this, and we are done. Right, so we're gonna go in and get the clips from town. As I mentioned, my favorite Erin's car. It doesn't fit much, but it's great, and we can get into town nice and fast. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I'm a real Porsche nerd. So anytime I get to take this out, whether it's to shoot into town or go on some longer drives, I'm all for it. One of the things a lot of people say to me about this car is don't clock up the Ks, but there's one thing I do, and that's take it out as much as possible. Right, we've got the clips here, so we're gonna shoot back home, throw in that LED strip, and then we are all done. We are back from town. Let's get this LED strip installed. Right, lights are in. So we have the 2 LED strips in. We've got one in the bottom, one at the top. Now, I would have quite liked to put a strip in around the top here. Let me know in the comments if you think we should still do that. I quite like the aesthetic of having the light a little bit lower. We've still got heaps of light and a nice view out there. So I didn't want too much LED kind of hitting you in the face when you're kind of trying to chill out up here. So LED nice and low, and having it a little bit darker up here, I think we'll just make it a calmer space. But let me know, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, one last thing, and the most important thing, we've got to test it. Now for the fun part, we have the sauna set at 85 degrees Celsius. It's actually 87 at the moment, so it's gonna be a tough one, but we'll jump in there for 20 minutes and see how it looks. Right, we're prepped, we're ready, we're going in. Oof. It doesn't get any easier, which is a good thing for sure. So, is there anything, let us know in the comments, that we may have missed in the sauna that you think we should have put in there. Maybe we can still retrofit it. I think we've pretty much nailed the design, but let us know in the comments below. Plus, I'd also prompt you guys to subscribe to the channel. We've got some pretty cool videos coming up, not just kind of like sauna reviews. We're going to be having athletes and industry leaders through the space, kind of talking on their journey, their recovery modalities that they use every day, and get a better understanding of what's working and what's not. So make sure you subscribe, and until then, we will see you in the next one.